is great to be in Dallas, Texas. Clearly the monsoons have stopped and it is summer outside. It has arrived. I'm actually a product of Plano Senior High School, so it's great to be back home in my home city. And it is exciting to have you here. Thank you for your time. We don't take that for granted. We're excited to talk to you about what is the managed cloud, and more importantly, how is the managed cloud helping solve problems within customers. So really gone are the days where businesses are asking, should they take advantage of the cloud? And more importantly, they're asking, who's going to manage my cloud, your cloud? Whether you're a startup tech company that doesn't have any on-premise infrastructure and you're taking advantage of the cloud today, or you're a traditional business and you do have maybe 2 feet, 1 foot in both camps, on-premise infrastructure, and you're beginning to test the value of the cloud. Who is going to manage your cloud is an important question. Why is that? Well, we see the marketplace actually splitting in two. It's bifurcating. Do-it-yourself cloud. Those are the early innings of the cloud, when the cloud was initially launched and companies could get access to compute, storage, and network very easily. But there is a new category of the cloud actually that's evolving, and it's managed cloud. We like to say do-it-together cloud, meaning getting help, getting specific expertise and help on the cloud to take advantage of the promise of the cloud. Now, do-it-yourself cloud really means you take advantage of industry-leading technology, but you're responsible for initially provisioning, architecting the solution, integrating it with existing applications. All of that value justification comes down to you. Typically, you're going to be relying on your own staff, maybe integrating together lots of organizations to get that done. The do-it-together cloud at Rackspace simply means taking advantage of industry-leading technologies, but relying on rackers. That's what we call our employees. We've been in the business of helping businesses take advantage of technology since our inception. Whether it was initially in the internet era, with Linux, scaling into Windows Server. In the virtualization era, starting out with VMware as a key partner of ours, scaling into Hyper-V. And now in the cloud era, also embracing industry-leading technologies that I'll talk a little bit more about. But the do-it-together cloud, we believe, is adding unique value in the marketplace today. Now, so the key question is, who is going to be managing your cloud? And that's what you need to be thinking about throughout the day. You're going to hear from lots of existing customers describing how they're receiving value from others helping them get the promise from the cloud. Now let's take a look a little bit on some industry trends that are driving this market initiative now. So cloud infrastructure prices have dropped dramatically. We all know that. There essentially is a race to the bottom underway in the marketplace today. Some big providers are really scaling down costs quickly. Now, because of low-cost compute, network, and storage, you have a proliferation of applications and tools now available more than ever in the marketplace. With those new applications and new tools in this cloud era comes increased complexity, however, for businesses. Actually integrating applications together at record rates is a complex requirement. It's really, really complicated. Now, with that increased complexity and that proliferation of applications, the demand for skilled engineering and technical talent is skyrocketing. Very, very expensive, skilled labor is at a shortage. Many businesses have a difficult time not only recruiting, but retaining talent because of this low volume of access to resources. It's very difficult to maintain and to retain talent in this cloud era. So really you have these 4 trends driving the need for help in the cloud. It's not only our view, it's others' view as well. So Gartner, industry-leading analyst firm, obviously has had their infrastructure as a service, their cloud magic quadrant out for several years. This is an example of the May 2015 magic quadrant. On the horizontal axis, you have the completeness of vision, and then vertically, ability to execute against that vision. In an infrastructure as a service only, you see some big players actually in the leader quadrant. Amazon Web Services that helped initiate and create that marketplace, followed by Microsoft. Rackspace is not intending to lead in the infrastructure-only, do-it-yourself marketplace. Rather, Gartner released last year a new Magic Quadrant. They call it Cloud-Enabled Managed Hosting. We call it Managed Cloud. And as you can see, this is last year's view of the managed cloud environment. Rackspace leads, both in terms of vision and ability to execute. And it is this leadership that we're adding value to customers. Now, 451 Research also believes that the managed cloud environment market segment is growing very rapidly. So much, in fact, as they segment the marketplace out, infrastructure services only compared to managed services on top of infrastructure, managed services are actually growing at 3x the IaaS marketplace. They're expected to go from 17 billion last year to over 40 billion by 2018. So rapid growth. So let's talk a little bit about Rackspace's managed cloud. What does this mean for us as a company? Well, as I mentioned initially, we've been managing applications and environments for businesses since our inception. And there are some common use cases today in the cloud era that we see customers coming to us for. Number one, a digital category. These are common use cases: e-commerce, web content management, website hosting, rich media streaming. We do a great job. You're going to hear a lot more about those use cases today. Data, from traditional relational databases to new age data stores like MongoDB, and even into BI like Hadoop. We manage those environments actually on a world-class level. For organizations that are building applications and architecting them for the cloud, we have managed services that help optimize performance. Cloud Office, traditional use cases like email, collaboration, instant messaging, web conferencing. We actually are Microsoft's largest hoster, 5-time hoster of the year. So our SharePoint, Exchange, and Skype for Business management services are very differentiated. We also have an Office 365 management service in market as well. And then lastly, IT solutions. For businesses that have infrastructure on-premise and are either wanting to cloud-enable that infrastructure or take it off-premise, we help businesses every day move applications and architect them for the cloud. So these are 5 common use cases, and they're all wrapped with fanatical support. So again, the key question is, who is going to be managing your cloud? And today you're going to hear some examples of customers talking about how Rackspace is managing their cloud with them to optimize performance and to get the value and the promise of the cloud. You're going to hear from a customer, Yeti. How many of you are familiar with Yeti and enjoy your drinks and beverages being cool, super cool on a summer day because of Yeti? Well, you're going to hear from their digital leader talking about how Rackspace has helped them optimize their e-commerce engine. Proxibid, they're going to discuss how they went from a startup to an online auction leader, even with a strong partnership with eBay, and how Rackspace and our managed cloud services help them do that. An important partner and sponsor for this event, VMware, is here as well. And one of their leaders is going to talk about our partnership and how Rackspace managed services on top of VMware leading technology is helping customers. And then lastly, MeterFeeder. They're an exciting startup. You're going to hear from them on how our Object Rocket MongoDB solution has helped them optimize their offerings by bringing value to their customers. So pretty exciting examples of the managed cloud in action and us doing it together. So just to close again, this is the provocative question you want to think about throughout the day, whether you're in the main tent session or any breakouts or conversations. Who is going to manage your cloud? So we're excited to be with you here today in Dallas Solve, and we look forward to talking to you at breaks. Thanks a lot.